towards the second map. So, McMaster Marauders on the CT side, and York Esports on the T side. And we've got AJ, Win, K24, Corv, and Soya. And followed on the McMaster Marauders, you got Kuksa, Pulse, Deadshot, Google, and Pinu. So I am excited, Zach.
Oh, me too. It looks like we're going to see a sort of a quick B split, but that nade's going to do a little bit of damage here. Let's see if Google can fuck up.
Now Google, he wasted a little too much of his ammo already. But Pulse sitting in the pit. He's the only CT here for the Marauders on this site. Now the bomb's gonna go down. Corv a little lit. 4v4 still. Now Pulse. Now Kuksa. Oh my goodness. They're still taking over. They're just taking over the site. Now it's left to AJ in a 1v3. He's only got a Glock. So, Zach, what happened in that pistol round? I don't understand.
Well, it looked like pretty promising for the side of York, right? I mean, they had 5 guys into the site. They seemed like they had pretty good control, but it's almost like they just sort of gaffed a little bit, not realizing that Pulse was sitting there in pit. And when Pulse picked up that first kill and that went unchecked, I think that the trade started raining in. I mean, 5 guys entering a site and then getting the plant is always good, but they needed to get to their post plants a little sooner, I think, and they might have had better success.
Yeah, definitely Pulse sitting there waiting for the retake for his teammates to come through, and the trades came in. You're definitely right. And it looks like York Esports looking to go for a mid take, and you've got Corv here in party with the Tech 9, followed by his teammate AJ with the bomb. Now here they come, trying to make their way in towards the bathroom, but the SMGs followed by a rifle on Deadshot. He's gonna fall back as it's still a 4v4. Now they creep up towards the bathroom. The bomb on the back of AJ. Can they take this site?
Seems like they're just a little hesitant here, and yeah, they are going to opt to go back towards the connector and try to change up the pace a little bit. With 3 players on A, if they do this fast enough, they might be able to catch this B player out, but the A players are likely going to get smart to this pretty soon when they don't see these pushes.
I actually like this from York Esports. This is not commonly done often on Overpass, which is what you should be doing. A lot of fakes, a lot of rotates can really throw off, you know, the McMaster Marauders. But here they come. Google already caught off guard, but his teammates are here, and the SMG is already proving its worth. You know, Google, I thought he was gonna die there. He was on Monster. He was caught off guard, and he just played it well.
Yeah, I mean, those rotates came in quickly, right? It was a good move to go back and like you said, use the Z connector there to try to get onto B site quicker. And just, you know, the rotates on this map aren't necessarily far in distance the way, per se, like a map like Cobble is. But the positions you end up putting yourself in once you are rotating is what makes it dangerous. Like, they can fly out of that Z connector and onto elbow really quickly, but they chose not to push through the smoke and waited for the rotates, and McMaster picks it up.
Yep, now we're going to see 5 members of York Esports make their way towards, 3 of them, followed by Win leading the charge. He's making his way right up there, but Deadshot's already there. He peeks out 1, still has some ammo, gets 2 kills. He's done his job. Now Kuksa trying to hold on, but he falls right away, gets the trade by Soya, and now it's a 2v3. Oh, I have voice enable on, I gotta turn that off. And now K24, the last member of York alive. He's gonna find 1. This is still doable. He knows where the last one is on this site, but he's gonna be having a hard time trying to get this kill, and Google cleans him up.
That was kind of unfortunate because it was a great play from K2 there to grab that gun, move up, and actually try to get a frag out of it. I mean, they're going into this gun round here after the first 3 rounds go the way of McMaster, and he did a lot of hefty damage. We're not going to see quite as expensive of a buy as you could potentially see on the CT side if he hadn't picked up those frags and they weren't able to use those rifles. I mean, saving it might have been good, but at the same time, it's a full buy here either way, and he did some good damage.
Yeah, they did get 1 bomb plant, and I believe they didn't even opt to, you know, force buy. So that's how we're going to see a standard buy. And now K24 with the op. Now, I've seen his op before, and it's quite impressive. And we'll give him the attention here as he creeps up towards party. And his teammates do clear the connector. There's 1 player in the bathroom. That's Kuksa, but he goes right down by Win. Now it's still opening up. Deadshot forced to back off. He does have an op though. And creeping into his scope is when he's shoulder peeking. And he's pre-firing. Checking the corners. And look at this lurk by Soy. He drops the molly onto site, keeping these two at bay. That's going to be Pulse, followed by Google. But the last player on this A site is Panu. And here they execute. 4 members of Northeast supposed to make their way in, but Panu finds one. That's Win. 3 members coming on through the long. But look, Panu, missing these shots, but right intuition. His teammate, 19 HP, not looking too good for the Marauders. Now, he's trying to check this angle. He's smoked off from both sides. Now, pre-firing with the M4. He's got a full clip left. His teammate, oh my god, he thinks Corv, but Corv in the smoke doesn't survive that. But no! The mistakes were made. 19 HP on Google. It's a 1v2 situation. The bomb is ticking away. And they're both towards bathroom. The molly's on the bomb. This is not looking good to Google. He needs to make this happen, but no. K24 cleans him up. Zach! The team kills. We almost see them every day.
I know, it's almost like we're the bad luck here because that play happens all too often. I mean, amazing play by Corv there to actually, get that. I believe it wasn't Corv, sorry. I think it was Pinu. Yes, he shot into the smoke. Didn't think
dinked Corv right away
and continued shooting. Google, he probably called it to Google, and Google panic sprayed into the smoke.
Yeah.
And then unfortunately ended up catching Pinu out there. And then, it looked like it could be a potential retake scenario there. Even with the bomb planted for long, those players could have came in and cleaned up at least 2 frags. But unfortunately, that team kill ends up taking them out of that round. And now they're on to an eco here.
Now, look at this. A double stack towards bathroom. You've got Deadshot on top of, I believe, Kuksa. And now you've got KT4 with the op. He did look towards bathroom. Now he's checking the long. And they're going to break up and back up into the site. And they may have heard some type of noise. Look, your Pulse in water. Doors completely open. Oh, goodness. How's he still alive? Able to throw these nades off. And Corv going to find Panu. But Pulse still has his angle. 5-7 and a dream, but not going to happen. Google also going to fall. That makes A completely vulnerable. Sorry, no, B completely vulnerable, sorry. Now, Deadshot, Kuksa, making their way in. Do they have what it takes against these rifles, Zach?
I mean, they have a dream. That's about it, I think. Just getting in position to play some exits to see if they can get some of these T's to push up and maybe steal a weapon, run away here. I don't know if that's going to actually end up happening. It looks like York is a little bit smart to that play. It's a unfortunate eco scenario as Corv picks up headshot. Kuksa is picked up by a frag of AJ, so that was a, that was an eco. It was a dream. I mean, honestly, 5.7's no armor. You're looking to hit shots that unfortunately they did not hit. You're not taking, the one-on-one gunfights because of the aim punch, the way that you would normally do if you had like a 5.7 armor eco. But their money was really messed up after losing 2 consecutive rounds. It looks like they're going to force here with a scout and a FAMAS actually. So, I mean, this round could, potentially make or break them.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with this this force buy. Now you got an op and a scout. An op on Deadshot. We've seen him get taken out by K24. Now, Kuksa in the connector. He's going to hear them water. So there's going to be some type of call out. Pulse looking towards Cat. And Deadshot actually going to find K24 this time. So it's a 1-for-1 battle with these ops. But look at this. Kuksa, I don't know if he knows his call that they're in water. He needs to turn around. They were just boosting. And it's down to a 3v4 in favor of the Marauders. I guess they're just playing it slow. Now, Soya taking the initiative onto the site. Drops Molly into the pit. Followed by a nade. Beautiful nade. And it sends them back off, but Deadshot with the op. It's down to win in a 1v3. Doesn't have the bomb. It's right on top of Pulse. And Pulse is going to clean him up. So, Force by Zach works out.
Yeah, I mean, once again, this league is doing a really great job at making me eat my words lately. It was a questionable buy. It was a chance. They take the chance. They got their round win. They're going to need to get this one in a row as well. I mean, they only got a 5.7 there on Google and a UMP on Pulse. But they got the 2 AKs and Deadshot. Hit a good shot there. And let's see if he can do the same with K2 not having the op this time. If Deadshot can take advantage of this, I mean, they can get a good setup going here. And it looks like they're opting for 3 towards B. And then, so yeah, it's a pretty traditional setup. Let's see how this plays out.
Now, look at that. Pulse, he had a FAMAS last time, I don't know why he has a UMP, so he might have lost his gun last round trying to get a better weapon, but look at this. They're trying to take over this B, but there's still 3 members of the Marauders on this B site. Still challenging. And they're still holding up. Soya already down. This Molotov gonna send Wind back. Interesting flashes to keep them at bay. And still 3 members. Now, Panu exchanging fire from Win, but look at that. It's opened up. Long B is open. K24 checking the corners. And Pulse, he's got 33 HP and a UMP, followed by Panu. They're most likely going to wait for the retake. And we might see the repeat from the pistol round. Oh, Pulse misses the flash, and he's sitting in the molly. And that's no good, and Panu gets picked off by K24. Now Deadshot, followed by Kuksa. He's already on site, he's trying to pick this off, and that was actually K24 with like 10 HP. There's still 3 players up. Now Kuksa, he has the advantage. They don't know where he is. He's gonna peek out, finds one. Can he find Corv and AJ? Corv gets the trade.
Yeah, that was you know, an unfortunate situation where Pulse ends up in that Molly based on, I believe that was his own flash that put him in there unknowingly. So that was an unfortunate scenario. We saw him go large in the pistol round, being in that pit position. I mean, if you can't clear that out with Molly's nades and you know, utilities to get players out of that position, they're very dangerous to players coming out monster as well as coming out on the catwalk position. So unfortunate that he wasn't able to make more happen from there, and we see the round go the way of York, and looks like a mid push here.
Yep, here comes an eco round for the Marauders, but AJ telling the Win to back off because they are in an eco. They may have not read this quite right, but look, Corv with the angle, 3 members of the Marauders outside of the playground. Now, they are going to push into B, 3 members, and it's going to be backed up by Google with 8 HP and a P2000. So, as they execute in, watching this angle is Win. So, still 3 members. That's Pulse, followed by Deadshot and Kuksa. And here they come. They try to make their way out, but Win's going to find one. But Google, oh my god, Google still gets a kill with 8 HP. And Panu in heaven, still duking it out. Now, Deadshot and Kuksa, they're probably going to look for exit kills. Am I right, Zach?
Yeah, as long as Soya doesn't find him here, I mean, I see he spots him out, but I don't know if he knows the Deadshot is with him, so it's going to be interesting to see if they're able to pick up a weapon here holding these 2 exits after that mid push, but it does not look like that's going to be the case as Corv picks up Deadshot there, and they're still where the Kuksa is there, so, I mean, it's, you know, probably not going to be able to pick up a weapon here, I don't think.
Yep. Now, KT4 finds Panu, and the last player is Kuksa. Now, Corv, this guy is, even though this was an eco, I gotta talk a little bit about Corv. He's a really good player. I believe he's currently in IM, maybe main, I'm not sure. But he's in a team called Royal Flush 7. He's been to a land that I casted in Toronto, the well-played lands. He's won the first 2 and with his team. And this guy, he's definitely someone to watch out for.
Yeah, I think I can see that in the way that he plays. He's aggressive when he needs to be, and he seems like he's got some good map knowledge, especially on this less played map here on Overpass. He seems to be putting himself in positions to win gunfights, just getting a little bit unlucky with rotations and getting caught out.
Yep, but it's still 4-4. And Zach, this is technically a CT side map, correct?
Yes, certainly, but again, as we always say in this league, you know, that doesn't really seem to matter as much because we see lots of CT-sided maps go the way of the T-side, being that train. We see, you know, a T-sided map like Cobble go CT-sided. You know, we can't really be sure because of the wide skill spread. And as I say that, Pinu picks up Soya.
Yeah, now he's trying to wallbang Corv, who's in the connector, but this has been equalized. AJ with 15 HP though, the Corv gets a dink, but he dinks Panu back. And exchange of fire. It's Deadshot left alone on the site. The rotate is going to be coming through from Google. And they need to make their way in, but Deadshot going to find another. Looking for Corv. And Win comes too long, but oh, Deadshot made a mistake. He actually disregarded the rotate from Long, or I'm not even sure. But Win in a 1v2, he finds Panu, and oh geez, a little bit of spaz at high sensitivity, a little too much for me. And Pulse with 14 HP quickly goes down.
Yeah, that was actually an unfortunate gap there by Deadshot. He had a couple good shots in there in that round, but you know, twice he was in the position to see Win at long, and he didn't see him for some reason. I mean, I was able to see him spectating him on my screen, so I don't know if it's the black bars or what it is. But he didn't end up spotting out Win at long, and he didn't take, you know, he just seemed to disregard the fact that he was there even after seeing the molly come into sight. So I'm not really sure if he just didn't really notice where the nades were coming from, but nonetheless, we're going to see York pick up their 5th round on the T side, and they're off to a terrific start by resetting.
And look at this, you know, Corv followed by Win. They sit back, and I guess they knew this is going to be an eco. Now Corv already leading this off. Looking for that player who's hidden away. That's Deadshot. Dodging the molly. And oh, but the AK gonna be found. And Google at the top of the connector. And Corv making his way through. Just, well, having a good time. But he can still go down. And there it is. The P2000 getting the best of him. And, oh, Pulse gonna go down. Followed by Kuxa, who picks up a different pistol. And still gets to go on the K24. But he gets traded off. Pinned to that wood board there. But I'm actually surprised that Google found Corv with that P2000.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that thing is the P shooter of P shooters when it comes to taking fights against you know, armored and rifled opponents. It really is you know, it's disheartening to take fights with USPs or you know, on those full saves with the P2000s. It's really hard to win those fights, but he did win the fight. He's got 10 HP, and it doesn't look like they're actually opting to hunt him because of look, maybe their money situation's a little not as good as they'd like it to be, but you know, I'm surprised they planted the bomb instead of going out and hunting these frags. I mean, maybe they just didn't want to give up any more rifles and just are going to concede this AK over to Google on this full save.
Yeah, now they're opting to, I guess, clear them out. But last round, 4 members of, you know, York Esports did fall in that round, so they're just being a little cautious, I guess. Really good play. Don't want to give up more rifles, right?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, keeping these players alive is going to allow them to get their economy rolling here. They're already off to a great start at 6 rounds on this rather CT-sided map, but we are going to see a gun round here in round 11. No ops on the CT side, so this time it looks like K2's at the advantage, whereas Deadshot was making it work from A. So we'll see if K2 can make that op work to his advantage and help his team take this 11th round. Now,
Kuxa had the spawn for the connector. He tried to make it work, but he's already naded out. And Corv just playing so aggressive. Chases Kuxa down. Didn't even get to shoot off anything from his rifle. Toss a smoke, and that was it. So, unfortunate play by Kuxa. And Corv chased it, and he just made his way back. Now, they're looking towards another pick, it seems. Now, Pulse playing his usual spot, followed by Deadshot. And that very fast pick made 3 members of the Marauders make their way towards A. Now, Panu in heaven. I'll make that 3 players back on B now. And Corv, looks like he's probably going to smoke. What is he smoking off here? As his teammates boost on each other.
I think he's going to smoke off short here to let his guys get onto site.
Ah, okay, alright.
Creative smoke.
Now Google gonna push through long B. This might prove to be devastating, but Pulse gonna find 1, but he sprays a little too prematurely, and Google gonna find 2 with a spray control. The transfer to 2, and Panu going through the smoke. A little 2K play, but Soya, the last member of York Esports, and he's gonna fall to Deadshot. That retake, a lot of aggressive plays from the Marauders.
I mean, they got caught out by an aggressive play from York, and it seems like York is knowing when to get aggressive, so they just decided on their retake that they were going to get more aggressive than them, and we saw a great play. I didn't catch which player it was who hopped up on that sight box, and that, you know, made the smoke that we saw Corv throw that they thought was, you know, really impressive smoke. We made it pretty irrelevant because players weren't really expecting to get shot from that direction. He picks up 1. Focus is taken off Google. Google picks up a double spray, and you know, it gives his team a really good chance at retaking there. That's exactly what they did.
Yep, the aggressive retakes gets my heart beating fast. But Kuxa sitting in the scummy angle that I hate oh so much with a Mag 7. Up to the door is Soya. Opens it up, but Win already clearing it out. Very good intuition from York Esports so far, clearing it out, getting that map control. Now they have control of the connector, and if they get control of bathroom, Deadshot's going to be in some trouble. There's 3 players on the B, And look, that shot gonna find Win. AJ gonna back up because he is alone with the bomb. Let's have a look at B. Pulse up close in cat. Now Soya, a little blind, but he's gonna peek this. And Pulse has a UMP and he's gonna fall to that. And Google playing monster. Molly on top of it. They actually molly off Toxic. And oh, K24 misses the op shot and gets reacted to. Now it's down to AJ, who has had the bomb on his back. He's a little stuck here on the cat. Now, I'm not too sure how that happened. The holds are getting a lot better on this B side.
Well, we got about 3 things that we can take out of that round. Now, once again, we're seeing York get aggressive connector control and the Z connector thing there. You know, you can't. They're even trying to play that. There, you saw Kuxa playing that angle with Mag 7. It looks like he might opt to do a similar thing this round, but you know, connector control is going straight to York. Now, Google is somehow found a groove near Monster here, and they just cannot get past him. He's hitting all of his shots, and he's taking care of lower pipe as well as elbow there. So there's not really much they can do towards their beat executes. Deadshot picks up one as I'm saying this, and you know, that's just, you know, it's good. It's good control of B side Google's showing here.
Yeah, both teams. This is really what I like to see. Both teams playing aggressive, very aggressive mentality, and then they play it back. How it's textbookly played after, you know, getting these picks. And I really like that. That's how you should be playing CS:GO. Now, Deadshot, it looks like he's trying to command his teammate Kuxa to go into this angle. Now, Kuxa hiding in that spot, and Deadshot doesn't have to worry. Now, in the bathroom, up close is AJ. Has a Tech 9. If they're going to hit it, they're going to hit it fast. Soya with an AK, but here they come. Now, all eyes on Kuxa. He has a Mag 7, and he misses the first shot. And he quickly goes down. Now, Deadshot finds one. Gets straight up by Soya. Now, it's opened up. Now, Google already close under bank. Has an op, and he's smoked off. And his teammate, Pulse, followed by Panu. Panu at dumpster, mollied off. Now, this angle York is playing. They're giving the sight. They're playing the bathroom. There's 2 flashes on Pulse, but I don't expect them to utilize this. And here it comes out. Oh, the trades are happening, but Panu stuck in a crossfire, but he still gets it. The bomb is going to be played. Now, he taps the bomb. Corp can't. Oh, no, he's lit. 9 HP. He's going to run away. The intuition, no! But Panu has a defuse, and he's going to find the... Wait, okay. I was gonna say.
Yeah, he just barely had that one. I mean, that was good to chase and get the kill. Nice bind he's got going there. You know, that was a scenario where we saw all 3 players leave the site, and I think AJ got a little aggressive at long, just trying to help his teammates at bathroom. There was good use of truck on the retake as sort of a way to position yourself to fight bathrooms and not have to fight long at the same time. So it nullified the crossfire, and then AJ was forced to overextend and it gets picked up. And this is going to force York onto an eco here as we see McMaster start to string together some rounds on the CT side. Yeah,
this would be a double eco, I believe. Now, Kuxa watching the long, followed by Deadshot with lots of responsibility here. He misses the first shot, switches to 570, peeks wide. Big mistake, and Kuxa also goes down. And Panu, they're already on site. The bomb's gonna be planted. Needs to wait for his teammates. But already Core playing aggressive with that up. Finds 2 kills. Wow, that's just gonna send Google running away. This was an eco.
That was a great eco. Honestly, that they played it exactly how they should. Instead of waiting around that time, they just went straight into the site. They picked up a couple of frags. Once again, Kuxa is just not having good luck in that connectors, I believe, where he died that round. So having awful luck in that connector, just not being able to really pick up anything. And they just, stormed up the A site, took out the op after Deadshot with his first one. And, you force Deadshot to take a fight with a pistol, pick up his weapon. Corv picks up the 2 op kills, and, that's a great eco, definitely. And it's definitely one that they needed. They could string this into potentially an 8-7 half here now.
Yep. So, York Esports, like I've talked to them, if they're confident about this map. Basically, I asked them as, AJ, the IGL, are you guys confident with these maps, Overpass and Mirage? And he says they're confident. They haven't had time to practice and run through these maps, but they're gonna play loosely. Are we seeing that? Kind of. Maybe. They're playing very aggressive, and it's working for them. They haven't been punished too much yet. They've realized that B has a stronghold, and they're abusing that A now. So I would say they are kind of playing a little loosely, and it's rewarding them. You know, they're trying to work it out, and as this is a CT side map. Now already
Decided map for sure, but I mean we're seeing York is you're right with the loose style, and I think just having that connector control every round is allowing them to just split sites and go to the site that they want to really quickly. So they're using that to their advantage, and maybe they should CT side to try to double it into connector in future rounds so that they can't hold it.
Soya, not sure why he turned around and shot K24, but he gets punished, and K24 unable to make that close out. Needs to avenge his teammate, as he did take 20 damage from him. And holding the site is Google, followed by Pulse. Now they play way back, Panu dropping into pit as well. And I think they've learned their lesson once again. The B hold is nuts. And now Kuxa on Optimus, followed by Deadshot right in the middle of dumpster. He's really wide. Not too sure how he's still alive here. And he's going to pop flash as one player. That's going to be Win, who's completely blinded. But he has 7 HP, and they're still fighting this off. 5 members of the Marauders are going to make their way in. The bomb isn't even down. Win finds a trade. There's 2 players in bank. And now Kuxa finds one, and he's been sitting at Optimus this whole time. Now Pulse in a 1v1. And we did lose a player on the Marauders. And the time has run out.
No, once again, with Tyron, Google is my MVP for sure because, choosing to run through that molly, he looked at the time that was on the clock and he said, all I have to do is distract them as long as possible, let my teammates do the rest, and he just runs straight through that fire, picks up 1 frag, does get traded out, unfortunately, but he delayed that plant, and, they weren't able to get the bomb down. Once that bomb was down, or was in control of the CTs, the round was just there, it was theirs to lose, all they had to do was run away.
Yeah, so we're going to see 8-7 in favor of the McMaster University. Not too sure if that's... Are you sitting well 7 rounds T-side for York? I would say yes, right?
I mean, you'd think so, right? We haven't seen this team. I haven't personally seen this team play their CT side yet, so we'll have to see how they form up. They're gonna have to try to have a little bit better luck, I think, than McMaster, because McMaster was a little bit rocky. They had some shining moments and some great plays from individuals, but there was, they were able to string together a few rounds in the middle, but they were having trouble holding that connector, and it's a really big part of this map. So hopefully we're able to see, hopefully for York's sake at least, we're able to see them, get better control of that connector and better overall map control by controlling the middle of the map there.
Yeah, so how this plays out is going to be interesting. Now we're going to see a Tech 9 onto Pulse, and 2 decoys, a flash, and a smoke on Kuxa. And I can only assume he's playing the support role, as 4 members on York with armor and a kit onto AJ. Now Soya holding down the Toxic, followed by Corv on the wooden plank. Now here they come. Now Soya's gonna call it out. He needs to make these shots, but he's quickly taken out. Now Corv finds one, and the trades are happening. Wynn's gonna find another, but he's getting peeked up from behind. Now it's up to Panu and Deadshot, followed by Google, who's a little behind here. He's on the site, and Panu finds AJ. Now Wynn and K24, and oh my goodness, Wynn finds another kill for himself. They're clearing it out, and this is gonna be devastating because they're all around the site. This is very I hate that feeling. Once they give up the site and they run around like that, you back up into long B as a terrorist, and the bomb's down. You play the cat, or you push around. It's nerve-wracking as a CT.
Well, certainly Deadshot was playing a really risky game there. I mean, he called out that he knew that Wynn jumped out a window, and he knew that he was there. He called him out to his teammates, but then you see one of his teammates fall, and then things get scary because the other 2 CTs are converging on his one teammate, so he's got to push out, and he's forced to hit a really nice shot, unfortunately. So good play maybe to let him walk by, but unfortunately, since he didn't shoot him sooner, he took a harder gunfight than he needed to. Nonetheless, McMaster comes out on top, and we're gonna see them buy up with some Galils and an AK to their team this time.
Now Deadshot plays a little aggressive. He has 14 HP, but in the middle, oh no, but K24 finds AJ, but Corv makes it up. K24 makes it back as well. Pistol and armor, proving how annoying it can be in eco rounds. You know, when you play aggressive like that, I don't know how you anti-eco as a terrorist against these pistols like that, because it's just so aggressive out from York Esports. Now you have Win who's lurking around, and A's completely open. And now Corv also with the pistol. He's probably gonna pick up this Mac 10 that was dropped by Kooks. Oh, he actually already has it. But still,
It'll be interesting to see if Win can pick up this AK here, but he's not looking the right direction. It looks like Deadshot might be able to catch him out here and just holding that lower monster position. Neither of them seem to realize that he's there, so they're not going to be able to recover that weapon. It looks like they're going to go for a retake here.
oh no, but Deadshot has spotted, maybe heard the first player as well, but here it goes. Now Pulse in bank as they're both in the dumpster. And they're just putting it out. Now Win gonna spawn out one, does tons of damage, but he has 13 bullets. And Corv again, time and time again, this guy's a monster. But he's in a 1v1. He doesn't have a kit. He needs to make this kill happen right away. Doesn't have a kit. Teammates, I'm not even sure if anyone even bought a kit. And there it is. Deadshot gonna go away with the bomb.
Again, we're seeing Deadshot play a dangerous game, really. He's seeing people, he's seeing them move around, and he's just waiting a little bit too long, I think, to make his move on them. It's a little unfortunate to see that both of his teammates fall there, and it looked like he was maybe going to go for a knife kill of sorts. Wasn't quite sure what's going on, but with 14 HP left, being left in a 1v1, he was smart to run away. Unfortunately, they're not able to recover that AK, though, because of how close he was to the bomb.
Yeah, definitely. Deadshot probably disinvested. He's like, you know what? Like, I don't want to take a chance. Maybe try and find this kill. But we're gonna see an aggressive. Another. It's a double eco out from York Esports. Now AJ followed by KT4, and he's gonna spot Pulse there, who's in playground. Gonna get spotted out playing a little too aggressive. Pop flashes for himself, and it's backed up by Google and Kuksa. AJ with his angle in bathroom connector. And he's gonna hear all these players come through, but Panu peeks and finds a dome now. K24 also gonna fall. Not looking too good, as this is a double eco. AK's proving. Oh no. So he's gonna fall, and Win also gonna fall. So very clean round from McMaster Marauders.
Of course, they're going to keep all of their players alive, which is always a good thing to see when you're playing against an eco like that. We're going to go into a gun round here, and we'll see if York can start getting their CT side rolling is what they're going to need to do here, especially with two FAMASas. It's going to be not an easy task, but it's one that they actually really got to do before McMaster starts to run away with this.
Yeah. Now, seeing where the Marauders go, they're going to send Kuksa, who's watching the connector, followed by a few more. Now Panu also looks like they're gonna make it towards the middle fountain. Now watching that is gonna be Win, followed by AJ watching party. As it plays out, they're just setting up, trying to get, you know, the map control. Panu checking the connector. Now AJ hugging the sign. He's probably just gonna be listening here. He's gonna shoulder peek. Followed by Win on Optimus.
They're playing very, very passively, like extremely passively here. They're playing much more passive than we saw McMaster on their CT side. So, you know, looks like they're just giving up mid. They're giving up connector. It looks like McMaster's going to group up A and try to make a hit here.
Now, AJ is caught between 4 players. Now he peeks out long and is proven to be a mistake. Now, can Win play this out? Look at that. In the smoke, sprays down one. He's going to back off. And they're completely blinded. So far, in favor of the Marauders. But no, Win caught off by a little bit of a reload. He sprayed through. Now, Soya finds the trade, though. Corv looking for a boost. And K24 struggling. He gets punished. Now, Corv doesn't get the dome of Pulse. Pulse already with 3 frags this round. And it looks like there's a really good communication from McMaster. And they're leading it 12-7.
Certainly they're we're seeing, you know, like I said, extremely passive play. You're just letting them group up on A site. I think A is honestly the harder site to retake on this map, certainly as well. So once you get that, you know, there was a good play there made by Win to stop the plant, spraying through, but then getting caught on that truck was really unfortunate because then his team was left in a hard retake scenario with inferior weapons from Austin, a couple of them. So,
well, look here, 824 playing really aggressive with the 570. Already finds Kuxa off guard, and Google able to get that trade as he comes down and trying to deny these rifles. It looks like. But look at that shot. Also gonna find 2, get straight up by Win. Sorry, Corv. And AJ, the last member alive from CT. He's gonna spot 1. As he comes on, beautiful flash. He sends Pulse flying back, but he still manages to get that kill.
Well, they were
actually no, that was Google.
Yeah, they were with 2 kills there. I mean, not that it matters much with the money on McMaster, just it's getting right up there. You got 3 players that are approaching the 10K mark, and it's really starting to get out of hand, as I said before. McMaster's just starting to have their way on their T side with this map. So they got better weaponry this time. Let's see if York can get a good, good CT footing here.
Yeah, so far they've lost 5 rounds in a row. It's not looking too good. And it looks like we're going to see a little bit of a connector control, which has been given out. Now, Soya already in connector. He wasn't ready for that. You're already shooting, and already K24 caught off. And Corv stuck behind Monster, but he finds another kill for himself. Denies one more player of the Marauders. And as they sit back and try and analyze where they can go, it might just be a fast A take. But it's already been read. Yep, now Win finds 1. They had already been figured on. Win finds a second, looking for the third. Misses the third shot. And AJ's still here to support him. Dead shot. The last member alive. York Esports really need this round if they're going to turn this game around.
Yeah, of course, and it's a dream at this point for Deadshot, right? You've got 3 players. One's on A. Looks like he's about to get peeked here. He might be able to pick up the first if he's lucky, and he does that. But will he know the guy's dumpster? And he doesn't. Win picks up Deadshot, and that's that's the round that they needed, I think. So that's really good for York to pick up that round, definitely. After letting let's see, that's 5 rounds in a row on T side after McMaster had a really lackluster CT side of their own.
Yeah, definitely. They really needed that round. Can they turn it around though? They still have 2 FAMASas and AK and op on Win. Now, Win has already proven himself by putting them back in the momentum to hopefully catch some more rounds. It is 13-8. And we've already seen the T side of McMaster so far in dominating effect. Corv surfing in. Oh my goodness. That's hilarious. Surfing in Long B. Now here they come. He's gonna spawn out 1 and almost gets the second as they execute onto the site. Now followed by K24. But when and Soya gonna find kills of their own. But look here, Panu on the flank, followed by Google in Cat. They have the bomb control. How can they take this, Zach? How can they get this bomb back?
I mean, it's a dire scenario. Certainly, as one of those FAMASas, if he gets upgraded to an AK, so is able to push up. They had the bomb is in a really good spot for them to hold it. But as I say that, Win gets a little too aggressive on the A side. And not Pino's there. See if Pino can pick up 2. That evens this one right out. You'd think that was going to be an easy round for York, but now they're in a 2v2 that they need to win desperately.
Yeah, KT4 shoots prematurely, but Soya is there for the trade. Now it's down to a 1v1. This is intense. The bomb's gonna go down. Now Google looking. Oh no, he needs. Okay, the intuition is there, but Soya comes up in that 1v1. I thought Google was gonna get that. He turned right at the right time, and gotta give it to McMaster. Coming really close from what, a 4v2.
Yeah, I mean, that lurk by Pino on the A site really is what evened that round up. They was able to catch Win knew that he was going to have to check A site, but he just checked a little too late and didn't expect Pinu to be pushed up as far as he did. And a really close round goes there, but they know it looks like K2 is going to pick up the P90 because they know that an eco's coming here from McMaster, and it looks like it might be something fast towards the B site, True.
No. Now, all eyes on K24 as he pushes towards the connector. Not gonna find anything. Now it's gonna be up to Core, followed by Soya, who's in the pit. But Core finds 2 kills with the molly, and Soya unable to connect his shots. Now, AJ already in the connector, followed by Snake coming through lobby. That's K24, who has the Antichrist in his hands. And here he comes, wreaking havoc, finds one, gets a second, but they are super lit, and he's gonna get the... No, he won't get the third. And when... Alright, AJ actually gets the kill. So, Corv gets off guard, but the nades, the double molly kill. It's nuts.
Yeah, I mean, it was a dream, right? Mac just wanted to run in there, and they wanted to grab their, grab as many kills as they could. And it looked like it was promising. I mean, they were able to pick up the rifle after taking out Corv there on Toxic Barrels, and it was a 3v3 at one point. But unfortunately, with the inferior guns and taking the long gunfights, also not realizing K2 was flanking so quickly through that lower pipe, ultimately saw them unable to close that round up. They did get the plant, so they'll get a strong buy here as they send 3 or 4 up towards it looks like 4 up towards A. K2 making that P90 work right away, True.
Yep, so still holding on to another P90, and he's gonna find a kill. But look at that, AJ in the connector. He's gonna back off. They just need to back off. It's a 3v5. Don't want to give him the advantage. Deadshot with an op. He's proven himself to op as well, but he misses these shots as I say it. But look at who's playing aggressive. That's gonna be K24, who picks up an AK, but he falls right away. Now Corv also finding a kill with the flank. They know where he is, and Deadshot already looking, finds Corv. Now Deadshot with 18 HP, but oh, Win with the reaction. He almost died there. But Kuxa, the child of McMaster. I'm sorry about the BM, but I'm not sure if he can pull this off. If he can, this will be a miracle, as he is in a 1v3 as they're pushing up, but he finds Win. This is still doable. 50 seconds to go. AJ holding the angle, followed by Soya, who's creeping up towards long. Now Kuxa looking at playground. He's probably talking to his team, and here comes Soya. Out from behind, keeping him at bay is gonna be AJ, but he fails. But the reload, oh no, the whiffs are having 37 HP. Sakis is gonna have it, no, but Soya gets the better of him. 13-11. Oh my god.
Some really close rounds coming down to these 1v1s. So it was flanked so far out. He was so confident that his teammate there in bathroom was just going to be able to pick up this player while he rotated around. It was good to see him with confidence take that second gunfight after whiffing the first one on Kooks, and ends up picking him up to win the round for York. I mean, York sending McMaster onto another eco, and they're stringing some rounds together of their own here. Maybe this is the footing that we needed to see them get. It just took them a second to get started.
Now, as you say that, you've got K24 with another P90. The desperate plays are in the hands of K24, but he finds one pick, gets straight off. But look at this, Corv already finds 2 kills with the M4, proving, doing his job. And Google has K24's, oh no, opts to take Corv's, sorry, Win's rifle. And now the bomb in possession of, looks like Soya here. And Google, what can he do? 1 minute, 10 seconds ago. Is he gonna come out alive in this round, Zach?
I mean, he keeps trying to, psych out these players. He knows that either all 3 or at least 2 of them are on B, holding this bomb. So it looks like he's opting to just run all the way back to A, maybe try to get a different angle or even save this weapon. Looks like another teammate has disconnected on the side of McMaster. They're gonna ask for a pause here. Google goes, oh, just barely, almost gets seen through that door by Soya, but it looks like he's going to try to change the angle, try to come behind him, but they got to get smart to this eventually.
Yeah, now Google, 35 seconds. I'll be surprised if he still lives through this. Now, Win was on the A site, but he's opting to... I think he's going to learn from his mistake, right? He did get flanked, and he's going to hear Google hop around. But will Win turn around? Oh, yeah, he's already ready. And there it is. He comes right out, and 2 players already aiming for him. Not too sure why Google did that.
I mean, he took as long as he could there just to you know, try to get a better angle on these players, but he made so much noise across the A side, and we've already seen Win get caught out, like you said, once on that flank from Pinu a few rounds back, so he wasn't going to let that happen again, and he did not let it happen again this time. Plays an amazing angle on the balcony there, one that, you know, obviously Google's not going to come out looking in that direction if he's going to come out balcony and try to win that round.
Yeah, definitely. Now, McMaster and York University. Definitely, there's some rivalry with these two schools, as they are in, I guess, the same district, sort of.
Yeah, they're not too far away from each other. I
Yeah.
mean, it's you know, it's a battle of Canada here in this league. That, you know, we don't see these matchups too much. So it's really really exciting to watch these two teams duke it out.
Corv looking to smoke off water, and very interesting smoke, a lot better than the ones we've seen before. And then as they make their way towards Fountain, K24 already gonna make the call. Sitting in the connector, 4 members make their way out towards Party and Long. Bomb on the back of Kuksa. Now Win gonna miss his first shot. But K24 still, he was still holding that angle as they came through. You know, they're just gotta check the angles, right? So now Win forced by himself, and he needs to make these shots happen. Very spots one with the shoulder peek, but he's getting pushed out long and he doesn't realize it. That's a canoe, and the smoke's already, Molly's coming through. Holy bejeebus, this site is not looking too good for the York Esports. Now Pulse gonna find when Soya gets a trade, and look at that. Soya finds 3 kills for himself. Now Kuksa, the last member alive, who finds one. And he's still in it 1v2, but Corv, holy crap, Soya, you're nuts. That was insane.
They completely cleaned up that site. So yeah, with the three spray there, and then Corv, the nice shot onto the plant box. I mean, just again, good retake from those 2 individual players. And we have seen 6 rounds go the way of York, pulling this matchup into a tie.
Yep, but there it is. All players back in the game. Apparently CPU overheat or something. But guys, this is hosted by NCESPA.com, National Collegiate CSGO League. If you guys are attending post-secondary and you know 4 of the gods, sign up. You know, represent your school. You know, whether you're in the US, Canada, and still attend your school. I don't believe alumni's count, but yeah, definitely sign up, as we're seeing these 2 teams duke it out. It's now tied, Zach.
I mean, yeah, you come back and Win picks up a good off kill. I mean, starting off this round on a great note. It looks like York's going to continue on the path that they found. It took them a little bit at the start of this half to get going, but now that they've got their setup, it looks like it's gonna work out for them this round, at least with the man advantage already.
Yep. Now, Soya boosting Corv, but Corv's gonna opt to make his way towards A, playing it a little safe, as Google trying to get control of Long, but Win is still here. He's already got a pick for himself, and Google contesting that few shots down Long. But they are actually gonna make their way towards the main connector. Now AJ already gonna drop a Molotov, but it gets dispersed. And here they come, trying to make their way into the site. Headshot spraying through, but when these nades, it's a wall of smokes, and AJ's still in here, and he's gonna spot Deadshot, who hugs him right away. Google and Kuksa in a 2v5, and a Molotov on top of Kuksa, not looking too good. He's already sent off, and Win gets the connecting shot as he rotates off. Google able to find him, but the op is picked up from K24.
Yeah, it looks like maybe Pulse's computer had an error if you seemed like that Molotov was bugged, but it was just honestly a great Molotov on top of the box, and we saw, you know, that denied the plan. It wasn't able to get anything down. So, I mean, great Molotov delays them just as much. We see how effective Molotovs are at delaying for rotates, especially on the CT side. I mean, that $600 price tag is a little steep, but at the same time, if it helps you win the round, you know, it's definitely worth the money.
Yep, so look at this. Win in the right spot, finds 2 kills, followed by K24 finds the bomb carrier. Now, The last two is going to be Deadshot and Panu. Now, guys, 7 rounds under the belt in a row for York Esports. They've been figured out. They figured out the Marauders. The bomb down on Monster. Deadshot and Panu in water, making lots of noise. Can they come back from this? You know, 3 players playing aggressive from that long B, getting shut down. And now they're forced to try and trickle their way in as they waste almost all of their utility in 1 minute, taking down.
Yeah, this is really a must-win for them too. I mean, they cannot keep giving they can't put York on match point with this kind of momentum and this kind of economy built up.
Yeah, they're definitely looking healthy. Soya with 7k, and look, it's gonna get spotted out. KT4 trying to make those shots out, but Soya gets the kill, but he gets traded up. Now Deadshot, 93 HP, bomb on the back of Monster. 30 seconds to go. He has a bomb in his possession. Now K24, 1 HP, followed by AJ. And they molly off the site. If AJ falls, it's literally gonna be do or nothing for K24. The bomb's gonna go down. 14 seconds to go. Now K24 makes noise and he has 1 HP. He, literally, if he, oh, okay, Deadshot gonna fall there, and we're just gonna ignore that. Whatever that happened. There's never a way I can always. There's never a way I can get over that. It's just I hate it so much.
I mean, 1 HP and still picking up the frag is huge. I was definitely not thinking that K2 was going to survive that round. Or at least make it out with that AK and the defuse and the round-winning kill. I mean, it's huge for his team. We're going to see, obviously, a full buy of McMaster. It's the last round they're able to afford 5 AKs because of that massive max bonus. I mean, how max can your bonus get when you give up 8 rounds in a row?
Now, I want to talk a little bit about the scoreboard. Corv already 29 and 20, and, you know, there's also a consistency on York Esports. You know, AJ, you know, he's not looking too hot, but I'm sure he has his reasons as he fills the role of playing bathroom and trying to get that information. But not too many. I don't know how many kills he's got in this half, but look, Google trying to make his way out. Corv already drops the 30 bomb and gets another kill for himself. Now with him is Soya. We've seen him clutch and do tons of damage in these rounds. It's down to 2v5. Not looking good for the McMaster Marauders.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a great situation to be in, right? 2v5 for match point, and Corv going so massive. I don't even think Pulse is going to realize him here. Oh, he does. Sorry about that. I didn't think he was going to pick that angle, but nonetheless, AJ picks up Pulse on the final kill, and that is an insane comeback from the side of York to take the map Overpass 16-13.